Hello, my name is Ken, and I want to welcome you back to Deep Waters. This podcast is brought to you by Applied Strengths Ministry, where we believe working together in our strengths is the effect of working out the will and calling of God in our lives. The title of this message is 2 Seeds, 2 Trees, 2 Fruits. This is a multi-episode series in which this is episode 3 of 5. So we continue on with the fruits. Offering and gift fruits, Genesis 4:2-3. But Cain was a tiller of the ground, and in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought an offering of the fruit of the ground to the Lord. Genesis 43:11. And their father Israel said to them, If it must be so, then do this. Take some of the best fruits of the land in your vessels, and carry down a present for the man, a little balm and a little honey, spices and myrrh, pistachio nuts and almonds. Philippians 4:17. Not that I seek the gift, but I seek the fruit that abounds to your account. Fruit of labor. Exodus 23:16. And the feast of harvest, the first fruits of your labors, which you have sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering at the end of the year, when you have gathered in the fruit of your labors from the field. Psalms 104:13. He waters the hills from his upper chambers. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your works. Proverbs 31:31. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Isaiah 3:10. Say to the righteous that it should be well with them, for they shall eat of the fruit of their doings. Jeremiah 17:10. I, the Lord, search the heart, I test the mind, even to give to every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings. Jeremiah 21:14. But I will punish you according to the fruit of your doings, says the Lord. I will kindle a fire in its forest, and it shall devour all things around it. Malachi 7:13. Yet the land shall be desolate because of those who dwell in it, and for the fruit of their deeds. Malachi 3:11. And I will rebuke the devourer for your sakes, so that he will not destroy the fruit of your ground, nor shall the vine fail to bear fruit for you in the field, says the Lord of hosts. Colossians 1:10. That you may walk worthy of the Lord, fully pleasing him, being fruitful in every good work, and increasing in the knowledge of God. First fruits. Exodus 23:16. The first of the first fruits of your land you shall bring into the house of the Lord your God. You shall not boil a young goat in its mother's milk. Leviticus 2:12. As for the offering of the first fruits, you shall offer them to the Lord, but they shall not be burned on the altar for a sweet aroma. Leviticus 2:14. If you offer a grain offering of your first fruits to the Lord, you shall offer for the grain offering of your first fruits green heads of grain roasted on the fire, grain beaten from full heads. Leviticus 23:9 and 10. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel. Say to them, When you come into the land which I give you, and reap its harvest, then you shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest to the priests. Numbers 18:12. All the best of the oil, all the best of the new wine and the grain, their first fruits which they offer to the Lord, I have given them to you. Deuteronomy 26:10. And now behold, I have brought the first fruits of the land which you, O Lord, have given me. Then you shall set it before the Lord your God, and worship before the Lord your God. 2 Chronicles 31:5. As soon as the commandment was circulated, the children of Israel brought in abundance the first fruits of grain and wine, oil and honey, and all of the produce of the field, and they brought in abundantly the tithe of everything. Nehemiah 10:35. And we made ordinances to bring the first fruits of our ground and the first fruits of all of our fruit of all of our trees, year by year, to the house of the Lord. Nehemiah 12:44. And at the same time, some were appointed over the rooms of the storehouse for the offerings, the first fruits and the tithes, to gather into them from the fields of the cities the portions specified by the law for the priests and the Levites. For Judah rejoiced over the priests and the Levites who ministered. Proverbs 3:9. Honor the Lord with your possessions, and with the first fruits of all your increase. Ezekiel 44:30. The best of all first fruits of any kind, and every sacrifice of any kind, from all your sacrifices, shall be the priest's. Also you shall give to the priest the first of your ground meal, to cause a blessing to rest on your house. Holy fruits. Leviticus 19:24. But in the 4th year all its fruit shall be holy, a praise to the Lord. Leviticus 27:30. And all the tithe of the land, whether of the seed of the land or of the fruit of the tree, is the Lord's. It is holy to the Lord. A fruit of promise. Numbers 13:1-3, 23:24. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Send men to spy out the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the children of Israel. From each tribe of their fathers you shall send a man, every one a leader among them. So Moses sent them from the wilderness of Paran according to the commandment of the Lord. Then they came to the valley Eshcol, and there they cut down a branch with one cluster of grapes. They carried it between two of them on a pole. They also brought some of the pomegranates and figs. The place was called the valley of Eshcol, because of the cluster which the men of Israel cut down there. Numbers 18:13. Whatever first ripe fruit is in their land, which they bring to the Lord, shall be yours. Everyone who is clean in your house may eat it. Matthew 26:29. But I say to you, I will not drink of this fruit of the vine from now on until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. Luke 1:42. Then she spoke out with a loud voice and said, Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. Fruit of purity and separation. Deuteronomy 22:9. You shall not sow your vineyard with different kinds of seed, lest the yield of the seed which you have sown and the fruit of your vineyard be defiled. Prophetic fruit, 2 Kings 19:30. And the remnant who have escaped the house of Judah shall again take root downward and bear fruit upward. Psalms 1:3. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bring forth its fruit in its season, whose leaf also shall not wither, and whatever he does shall prosper. Psalm 72:16. There will be an abundance of grain in the earth, on the top of the mountains. Its fruit shall wave like Lebanon, and those of the cities shall flourish like grass of the earth. Psalm 128:3. Your wife shall be like a fruitful vine in the very heart of your house, your children like olive plants all around your table. Well, that's it for today. Remember, it's not what you find wrong or disagree with regarding these messages, but what you can take away from it. Together we can do more to impact the kingdom than if we worked alone. Let's flip the script and kill, steal, and destroy the works of the enemy, and create space for the light of life to shine through into people's lives. Plant a seed and click on the like and subscribe button. Let's build this ministry together. Thanks, and see you next time in Deep Waters.